R.I.P. to the actor who played Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
I know 85 is, like, not old to some people, but to me it's too young.
Like, reword what you said. You know that what you mean to say 85 is old to some people.
I don't know what I said. Sue me. So, for those who don't know, this was kind of pretty much our first Spider-Man series we watched all the way through. And to us, this is the quintessential version of Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man at his best. I mean, granted, he's not Spider-Man yet. He's still minor, but...
The first Spider-Man was a kid.
Yeah.
I still remember Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, where he goes inside different dimensions and he goes to a gingerbread one, and Spider-Woman is just a raging sexist.
And I gotta say, I just love it how Across the Spider-Verse made this version of Spider-Man sit on his ass and do nothing. I love that. I think the show's animated pretty good. It's stylized and it's different, but at the same time, because it's more simplistic in a lot of things, it can do some pretty cool things with his fighting.
He's like Spider-Man fanfiction. Spider-Man slots. Electro.
Another thing I was saying to Nora when we were at church was I really do enjoy how this TV show takes the time to have holiday episodes. It makes this world seem very lived in, and like the time is actually passing because they're actually doing things around the holidays.
Now we have a quick choice to make. Do you dare sing the intro?
Okay, here we go. On the edge, fighting crime, standing wide. He's moving on the height. He's above our heads. Bills on the rise as the city's victimized. Speeding up is no surprise. In the speed of time. Spectacular, spectacular Spider-Man, spectacular, spectacular Spider-Man, spectacular Spider-Man.
Alright, I did that.
Well, I know the lyrics of the song perfectly. There's spectacular Spider-Man, spectacular, spectacular Spider-Man. But now they're trying to sing it, my mind's going blank.
Oh, yeah.
This version's also created by Greg Weisman, who also wrote episodes for Witch and was the main creator of Young Justice. And he failed in season 3 and 4, and is the reason why I do not want this show to continue, because he'll probably drop the ball. He'll probably make Flash Thompson trans.
Fascina.
Oh, you don't mind if we have a little fun with him first? She looks a lot better.
I think this one also just has really good writing because it's just like it shows the perfect balance between Peter's regular everyday today life and his duty as Spider-Man.
Well, yeah,
it shows the challenge of it. It's gonna be so hot to wear in the summertime. I mean, probably he takes off the t-shirt, but he's still gotta wear long sleeves in sweltering 90-degree heat because he wears his costume underneath it.
Gave me a pretty hard time the other day. Just thanks for the reality check. Don't mention it. And I mean not to anyone.
Hey, Petey.
Well, yeah.
I that stock group sound effect of walking.
Yeah, you could probably use an angst break. And we could use some help holding the big Mustang.
Is he good with,
Liz has got her problems, but Peter was absolutely horrible to her.
That's okay. Oh, are you going back today? Because I'll go with you.
He wasn't so good with Gwen either.
He's a teenage boy trying to juggle life and women. He's always gonna fail. That's what I like about it. I love it season 2 when Mary Jane trying to give him life advice, and he's just, it's like, oh, she is so hot.
Well, that's another thing too. If they did continue this series, they just probably made Peter go on to some good bigwig apology tour, saying sorry to every single woman he's ever manned to.
Don't treat him like he's Scott Pilgrim, even though he's way better than Scott when it comes to women.
Because it's just like, this is pretty realistic to how a teenage guy acts, at least to me.
It's especially the symbiote.
I don't know.
Goes after high school girls. What did Greg Weisman mean by this?
Well, I mean, he did make the #1 couple in Young Justice be a 46-year-old dating an infant.
That is true.
So we hook up
But
after class.
this is me written as evil and abusive.
I really need to be with
What does that say about McGann and Connor?
McGann's a pedophile, and she also grooves people and brain blasts them to be gay.
She mind rapes would be gay.
Calder seemed perfectly straight until she
mind raped
visited
them.
him.
I'll prepare the feast. How hard can it be?
How bad can you be? Cooking's not that hard. If I can do it, surely someone who's got a science brain can do it.
Honestly, no, because there's one scientist who makes, is able to turn, like, gloves into grape soda. He made some terrible tasting cookies. They didn't know you need sugar and chocolate.
Yeah, now read.
Yeah.
I watched the channel. But seriously though, isn't cooking just chemistry?
Baking is chemistry, cooking is art.
This antidote solved Doc Connor's little lizard problem.
Yes, because this is a cure-all. It's a one-size-fit-all drug.
No, it's the orange juice. It makes everybody, standardize.
Get down, you little flower, the food and the sense of like emoji. 二人で一緒にね、もう Winterland。あなただけ見つめて、私だけ見つめて、明日を誓おう。ぎゅっと眺め燃える恋の頃、激しく舞い散る勇気に包まれて、永遠に愛してる、今日より愛してる、ずっと。
This is what the SMT protagonist will hunt for in a Garfa.
And also that, I'm just gonna be honest, when I was younger, I used to think this version of Peter's hot. I liked him.
But you also had a crush on your child on Robin, but you were like his age when the show came out.
I was his age.
Then I said, you were.
He was my perfect. And then he got pussified in season 3 and 4.
The older he got, the more pussy he became.
It really was that way. I think this is a really good version of Venom, too.
Oh, that's fun.
It's better than the guy from Friends. God bless his soul.
You're talking about, Cinema Grace from that 70s show.
Oh, I don't know the difference between those two shows.
Very different shows.
You have it.
But no.
I remember
it's
watching-
really funny because so I think you see it.
Which, by the way, for the record, Bully McGuire was perfect. Y'all just weren't ready for it. It also doesn't help the fact that some people don't understand the entire idea. The entire point is that he's a nerd trying to act this way, so this is his idea of being too cool for school.
Peter's idea of swearing is to say damn. Not once did he call anybody an N-word.
Not that he doesn't have the capability, but he doesn't use it. This episode was always so hard for me to see because every single time I was trying to watch it, so the first time it
Without
aired,
fail.
the first time it aired, we were having a garage sale and I was being a good little worker and doing it outside, working outside. The second time it didn't air, and then the third time I was busy, and then I finally saw it at my aunt's house.
I also watched it at our grandma's house when you weren't there.
Yeah, I know. It took me forever to see this episode.
Anything involving Venom, you weren't there for because Lee Case and they were airing a bunch of episodes back to back.
Yeah.
And so what we did was we divided the rooms between boys and girls. So me and our brother and our dad were in one room, and then you were watching TV with us, and then eventually you had to go back over to the girls' side of the room, the girls' room,
Yeah.
hotel, and they were watching The Nanny.
Yeah. Suck. I wanted to watch
That's a great
Spider-Man.
episode though, the one where Fran thinks she's black though.
I don't care. I wanted to watch Spider-Man. I don't need this woman sitcom stuff. Give me Spider-Man. Was your basic tomboy. I wanted superheroes.
There she is. Flash. Ew.
This is a really small crowd for a major New York parade. And there's like 5-15 of them going on the same day.
Again, because his mask doesn't show his face, they don't have to do any like lip syncing with him. And he also inner monologues a lot, which is something I actually never realized. That's half of the things he says he thinks.
Yeah.
Never mind. Eddie Brock's with her.
You know, there's definitely some deranged fan fictions where he did not put her on that blunt, but there's something else to her on that part.
You went there.
I hang out with Total Boss's wife, she was in the Discord. She goes there.
Which, I'm just wondering though, stuff, when it comes to cartoons, why are people allergic to inner monologuing? Like, they do it more in anime and stuff, but they don't really do it as much in
Because in
cartoons.
Western media, they were told that it was bad filmmaking to have voiceover.
I get you don't want to do it every time, like put a speaker inside the person's head and have it just be every single moment. But there are some times where it could definitely come in handy.
Well, it can't lead to laziness where characters say how they feel internally say. They feel like, I feel sad.
Well, yeah.
Like, there's a movie like Cindy's internal monologue are done like the train sequences where Cindy never once says, I'm depressed, I'm sad.
Well, yeah, you have to do it right. It can definitely be done wrong. And also, it can also be done to just simply lazily save on lip syncing animation.
Yeah. So he slowly gets sad, broken down more and more where he can start saying simple things about himself.
Which, also for the record, Light's inner monologuing is happening, you know, a little bit faster than it actually
That's
really
really freeze frame to tell you how fast he's thinking.
Yeah. That's something.
And then for the slower people in the audience who got the entire tennis match, you know how long it takes to serve a ball in tennis. So you see how fast they can think during each serve.
Yeah, because that's what some people don't get. Like, it's like, you know, the time that they fought this, it could have been a whole bunch of stuff just happened. People just wait. It's like, no, they are thinking really fast.
Now, the one aspect of the problem is JoJo part 3 when they're doing time stop. Because the characters talk in internally monologue, and because it takes so long to actually say the dialogue and make the time stop seem like they're having way longer than they are.
Gwen might need to go to therapy after this, because this is pretty traumatizing. It'd be even more traumatizing when she figured out who Venom was.
We had no one.
Social services is a bitch, we get it.
Oh, yeah, it was broad time story hour. Why do you think I appropriated the image of a ape?
But the animatronic chick makes him look like King Kong, not Kenny, the monkey.
Kong was an ape, not a Gwen!
Not a Gwen. That makes no sense.
I do find it funny how that one woman is like, she saw her, his daughter pointed out, she did nothing.
Yes,
She's
like,
like,
not my problem.
You're ugly, you are disgusting, I'm going to kill you, give me $200.
it's New
No,
York!
it's like, how does this personally affect me?
You're missing the black suit now. Oh, will you please just shut up?
Wouldn't it be funny if he scratched too hard to cut himself?
How does that work?
But he can't take
Does the symbiote generate vocal cords?
Rand Robertson, don't you?
I don't think there are enough people to hold up the balloon.
I was gonna say, Sal, you really don't want
Well,
to be
you know,
there.
it's not by yourself, obviously not enough.
Well, yeah.
I don't know why, this reminded me of World War II. These giant balloons, I don't know. Japan was like so, like, Japan was already losing to America, but then they just got crushed when they saw the ice cream truck come up. They had an entire shipment full of ice cream to serve the Navy men. And they're like, we don't even have food and they got ice cream?
Young Justice, love season 1. It's one of my favorites. Spider-Man's still better than all of them combined. He is a 16-year-old kid and he protects New York City, one of the boroughs, all by himself.
Yeah.
In your face, Robin, Kid Flash, and Superboy, and Aqualad. And he doesn't have a mentor.
Where are the police?
Well, it just now started to be noticed by the people, so I guess they would just now start
No,
being
I mean,
involved.
there's always a police presence at these affairs in case something bad happens.
This was before the Waukesha Day Massacre. That's all I can say.
Or the Boston bombings. You could have used that earlier.
Not you. It's symbiote's proven its point.
Some people didn't like the fact that they were making like Eddie and the symbiote were lovers, but like they do use romantic language to talk about the symbiote beforehand. It wasn't just the newer comic that did that.
Yeah. I think it's just because nowadays we're living in an era where they're literally making one of the Fantastic Four people bang some kind of alien thing that doesn't even look remotely human. It's like the same thing with certain jokes. Like the same thing was that whole entire Slade and Terra stuff, Justice League versus the Teen Titans. It's weird because we live in an age now, people think that being a map is an option. Oh, I said Justice League versus Teen Titans. I meant Teen Titans Judas Contract.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with Turning Red. The reason why Turning Red is so weird is because there are people who think that Cuties is legitimate form art.
We never did a review on Spy X Family about talking about the scatological humor in the movie, and I'm like, I have no problem. Like I said, it's all done in good taste, and it's all done juvenile and humor that kids will like.
I've just never
But
been.
like, when you get stuff like Smorky, you're like,
But there's nothing wrong with it
Yeah,
per
no,
se. It's just not my type of humor.
Yeah, it's juvenile humor. The kind of scatological humor they're using is very juvenile and very kid friendly.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that that would look Smorky.
Here we are. Here we are. Watching Spider-Man. We're talking about scat humor.
Scatological humor can simply just be any kind of gross humor involving scatological topics.
Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna throw up.
No, so character you go to the bathroom, not able to go to like the one Animaniacs cartoon where you need to go pee. That's technically psychological humor.
Peter, is that you?
Yeah.
So he hides there, and then he doesn't come back until he makes him paranoid enough to go looking to see if it's still there. The only thing is, though, is that what if he kept on digging and he still kept on missing? Like, how long do you think it actually took him to hit it?
Tried everything I needed.
You didn't go into the kitchen, did you?
See the really forgiving aunt being the fact that he freaking left her at the hospital on red.
Yeah, he also ruined her kitchen.
Just glad I started the turkey this morning. You know, before that post-traumatic stress kicked in.
It's weird because now I can only hear Zatanna.
Maybe just a little.
You are a monster, you're an animal, you do not deserve to be in any kitchen ever again.
You're ugly. You are disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
Yeah.
And pumpkin pie is overrated.
Pumpkin pie's great, you feel, Philistine.
It's disgusting! Even when I could eat it, it was gross.
I wanted a pumpkin pie and an eggshell on it, and that grossed me out once.
That's what seriously grossed you out? The fact that it had an eggshell in it?
It's just a pie. It's like a custard pie with pumpkin.
So an eggshell made you go, eee!
Yeah, because an eggshell's not supposed to be in a custard pie, like pumpkin pie.
I also think this is the best version of Aunt May.
She's old but young enough.
Yeah,
No, the problem is, old people have gotten way more younger.
Yeah.
Back in the day, a 6-year-old was old. Nowadays, a 6-year-old is still living life to their fullest.
Yeah.
We opened the thing up by saying an 85-year-old isn't old to us.
Yeah. But even still, I feel like even if you're going to make her be younger, you can still make her have some of the same attributes that make her...
You can make her be an old soul.
Well, you don't even have to make her an old soul. You can still be a mousy person.
What if I just broke earlier?
Oh, man. This was amazing.
Does it feel a lot shorter now as an adult?
Yeah, it went by way too fast.
It's weird. I need to go back to... After this, I need to go back to cooking, so... Oh, my leg. Oh, see, for my leg. I had a 80-pound dog laying on my ankle.
The fact that he doesn't do anything after this, I don't blame Gwen for being mad.
You're ugly. You are disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
We know who you love the most.
It's great because, again, he had too many...
Put the context clues in order.
This is an example of toy paralysis when you have too many people. It's like that kid who was given 2 apples, and then he was given a 3rd one and started freaking out because he only had 2 hands. That's what it reminds me of.
And that was the episode, and I still think it's great.
That was a really fun episode. Really good,
Yeah. And Josh Keaton is amazing voice actor for Spider-Man. Yeah. And considering the fact that he played Black Spider, you can tell he really did enjoy it.
Oh, he loved being Spider-Man.
Well, that's all, folks.